So welcome back to our Rust to Ring Nurburgring series. It is day 3 today, and as we mentioned in day 2's video, we developed a really bad wheel judder. It was horrendous coming down from like high speeds, so
particularly on the brakes as well.
Yeah, really bad under braking. So we're pretty certain it's down to the wheel balance because the wheels didn't have any weight on them. So today we're going to go get them sorted.
So that was the priority to start the day. Before we went back on track, we absolutely had to get it sorted. So we asked the chap who owned the hotel we were staying at where was the best place, and he pointed us towards the tyre centre. That was actually up on an industrial estate quite close to the track, which also contained quite a few very special places, which you will see later on in the video. So we got our breakfast, our egg breakfast, and then we headed straight up there. So we'll jump in pretty much right there.
So we're just Googling how to
translate wheel balance, please.
And it is.
Oh, I don't know.
You've forgotten
I've
already.
It is rad for wheel, ausbalancieren.
Okay.
Bitte.
We might need to bring that back up by the time we get there.
Show him that.
So yeah, this today we're on day 3.
Yeah.
Day 3.
Second full day, day 3 of the whole trip.
Yeah. So we had an awesome day yesterday. Absolutely rammed, packed full of stuff. Really. So
there were some really wicked cars.
We got up a little bit later, and we're gonna just go up to. Apparently just behind the petrol station there's a place that does tyres and stuff, so we're going to go see if we can get the wheels balanced, because the wheels that I bought haven't got any wheel weights on them, and when we're braking from high speed it was like juddering and shaking through the wheel.
Reasonably violent judder, wasn't it?
So I'm going to go get that sorted. If we got enough time after that we'll go to the museum, and then the track opens at 2, so we'll get some more laps in, and then later on we're going for dinner at Piston Klaus, which I've never been to before, but people always recommend it to me, so I'm quite looking forward to that.
Reminded by Josh, can't remember his surname.
Josh Stocks.
That's it. So if it's good, thank you, Josh. If it's terrible, it's your fault.
Yeah. So we're going to head up, get the tyres sorted now, and
Let's just
then
have a little look at the car because it looks.
It looks so much better on those wheels.
Oh, yeah.
The stock WRX wheels are absolutely awful. But yeah, it's looking nice. It performed so well yesterday.
It really did.
Literally.
Those tyres were so much better than I thought they'd be. I was expecting similar to my semi-slicks.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. They're noisy. Like, you can tell.
It sounds like, when you get like a dog box or something like that.
Yeah.
When they wind up. Sounds like that.
Yeah. So when we were pulling out of here, I was like, the power steering stopped working. And then realised that we'd put the tyres on. I was going to say something, but I've forgotten now.
We've had so much more sleep in the last few days, and I think our bodies aren't used to getting enough sleep.
Yeah, now our brains don't work because we've slept too much.
Fucking wasps.
Oh, and we had the most horrendous.
Oh yeah, just as we were about to go to bed.
So last night I went outside to phone Sarah on the balcony. And as I came in, this massive Hornet came in. It was absolutely huge.
Brought back a freaking Spitfire.
And it was absolutely massive. So we killed it.
We tried to lure it out. We tried to lure it out, but it wasn't for going. And it's we just couldn't get to sleep with that thing firing around everywhere. Yeah. So my 5-day-old pack of pork pies came in useful. So I apologise for that, but it needed to be done.
Yeah. Let's go. I was going to say something that was probably quite important, but I've forgotten. Yeah, so I remembered what I was going to say. It's probably not a good idea standing on a slope. We should probably change places so I'm lower down.
I am only
slightly better. Yeah, so yesterday we didn't really time anything, but we
trimmed down our videos.
We trimmed down the videos, and Dunk got a really clear lap at the end.
Yeah, and too clear.
Bearing in mind this is his second lap, so anyone that says that practicing on the sim doesn't work or help.
Oh God, yeah.
Second lap, 8 minutes 44.
I wasn't expecting it. I said to you yesterday morning that if I got anywhere under...
You said you were saying if you got anywhere near 9 minutes, you were going to be happy. So 8 minutes 44, second lap, second time round ever.
In a car under 300 brake, weighing, what is it, about 1,400
kilos? Yeah, something like that.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll get as fast again this trip. I don't think I'll get lucky with the traffic.
Yeah, it was,
to the extent
it
I
was
did yesterday.
definitely traffic help because
Yeah.
you could just concentrate on
Yeah.
what you were doing and not
Yes.
what was going on behind you. And,
Absolutely. So
yeah.
for a first experience of the ring, it doesn't really get much better than that, really.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, let's go get the tyres sorted and then we'll hopefully go to the museum.
yeah. So we just thought we would demonstrate the problem that we're having with the balance of the wheels at the moment.
Quite bad.
Yeah.
That's doing 20 miles an hour.
Yeah. So I don't think it's very fair on the car to take it back on track in that condition.
Yeah, it was very violent when you were braking from like 130.
Yeah.
It was just juddering like mad. So I think it's definitely worth getting sorted.
Yeah. So we're on our way to the tyre shop now. Hopefully they'll be able to do it for us without bending us over money-wise.
Yeah, and look at the roads here. It's absolutely amazing.
So this is the approach road up to the track, and it's 7 kilometres long, I think it is.
Yeah.
And it's just
awesome. It's switchbacks.
And there's lots of tyre marks on the road from hooligans. It's the kind of road you can only dream about in England, really.
Yeah.
I think there's one or two around the Lake District, but they're not nearly as well maintained, and you're always passing Porsches and all sorts on these roads.
Yeah, just wicked. It's just in such a beautiful place, isn't it?
Oh, completely. And it's all valleys and forests, and when you get up to the track, I didn't realise the altitude that the track sits at. It is quite high up.
Yeah, it is.
So those sunset pictures and videos we got last night, it's just epic. I mean, you go for a day at the track, and then in the evening you've got some nice pubs and restaurants around you, a castle up on the hill which you can't really see there, but mega looking castle, and you're in some of the best scenery I think I've ever come across. There's, the phrase like "don't meet your heroes" and all that.
Yeah, it's
when you've got like a hero place and you go there and it disappoints you, but this is just it's more than I ever thought it would be.
Yeah, it was for me as well. Like I knew it would be good, but when I came here the first time, it just completely blew me away. It was such an experience. It's just way better than you expect. And I know people bang on about it all the time because it's so famous, and you probably get sick of seeing the Nurburgring stickers on the back of people's cars and things. But
it turns out there's a reason for that.
It is incredible. It's absolutely amazing.
So we will catch up with you again when we're at the tyre shop if they're okay with us doing a little bit of filming around the shop. If not, we'll hopefully catch up with you when we've got some nicely balanced wheels and not wobbling all over the place.
We've just been to sort the tyres out. So basically what happened was it was a bit more drama than we were expecting. So we were hoping to just get the wheels balanced, but obviously they're very strict with stuff in Germany because of the TUV or TUV or whatever it's called, which is like their German MOT but like on steroids.
Yeah,
it's like
we kind of forgot to account for that. I mean, we've not actually seen a single police car on the entire trip yet.
Yeah.
But they are super strict on modifications. Every part has to be stamped TUV approved.
Yeah.
I don't think anything on this. I mean, it's a fairly standard car, but the tyres that we have specifically say on them for competition use only.
Yeah.
We rocked up at the tyre place
and they weren't happy about it.
No. He was nice.
They were gonna balance them for us anyway. They were really nice about it, but once they jacked it up, there was like a little bit cracking in the sidewalls and stuff, and they basically didn't want to do it. So,
which is fair enough. I get it.
Yeah,
it's their country, it's their laws. That's fine.
Yeah, so we've had to buy some tyres, and yeah, just on the talk of police car, literally rocking into the car park now.
In front of the tyres.
Yeah.
Shit, we got cops, 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 cops!
We just yeah, so we've had to buy some tyres. They can't get us in until 1:30, so we're just going to go wander around the museum for now, and yeah, check it out. So I've been to the Nurburgring Museum a couple of times before, and it was very much the same. It hasn't been updated in a lot of years, apart from one noticeable difference, which was the memorial for Sabine Schmitz, and it was just a very nice touch to the museum. It had some of the cars that she'd used in championships on the Nurburgring, and her overalls, and a big wall memorial, and it was just very classy. It didn't bang on and make a big deal about her being a woman. It was just, she was just a local legend that was obviously a big part of the Nurburgring, and probably one of the main reasons a lot of people even know what the Nurburgring is after that Top Gear special that they did, and it was just a very nice touch, and nice to see that they kind of respect what she's done for the place. Have a truck race.
Good old-fashioned truck
You're not allowed to beat me again. You've been faster than me at everything this week.
It's the complete opposite of the norm. So don't worry.
Maybe you just need to live in the Nurburgring.
Yes. I'll probably
yeah, so we're gonna have a race. Don't know who will do better. I probably can't. I'm not gonna film and race at the same time because I need to win.
That'd be irresponsible.
Yes.
You're already going to jail.
A few moments later.
So we got top two. I came first, Don came second. I think.
Come second. I don't know why it's saying.
Yeah.
Truck everything.
I think we purely won on us recovering from the first corner crash. The best. Everybody did the typical thing on the GP track where you just go off on the first corner.
Let's try not to do that in the city.
Yeah. So yeah,
it's a pretty cool place.
There's some cool
quite
stuff.
a lot to
It does have a little bit of a feel like it hasn't been updated for quite a while, but doesn't it?
Yeah,
But
there's a lot of signage that doesn't match up with the cars that are in front of it.
yeah,
There's a lot of F1 signage, and then there's maybe like 2 or 3 F1 cars, but they're all DTM cars in front of the signage.
yeah,
Still very cool.
Yeah.
Still very cool.
yeah. But it's a cool place. There's some cool stuff. I think this is probably one of my favourites. Is this little bath? It's really sick. It's super nice. What is it? An A112? I don't even know.
Auto Bianchi, I thought.
Yeah.
I thought it was a 125, but
Yeah.
an A112 Abarth, apparently.
It's really cool. It's got like Clubman Mini vibes on the
Yes,
front, doesn't it?
definitely.
With
To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if they shared a chassis.
yeah. It's very close, isn't it? It looks very similar.
So as well as the usual things that you would find in a museum, like the cars, the murals, there was also a couple of odd activities that you could do. There was, without giving too much away, because otherwise there's no point in you going yourselves, there was about a 15-minute cinema-style film that gave a bit of an overview of the Nurburgring and what goes on there. But there was also a weird little teacup style fairground type ride where you could also shoot targets out of petrol nozzles, which is as weird as it sounds. But we had a go at that, it was quite amusing, and I won again.
This is the best bit of the museum.
So just a little tour of the, I suppose you'd call it an industrial estate that the tyre shop is located on, and it's essentially just all the headquarters of all the specialist parts and manufacturers. It's a pretty special place.
Yeah, there's some really cool stuff on this side here as well.
There's multiple Manthi buildings. There's one there,
And yeah, this
one on
one's
the
got some
corner.
absolutely epic fucking muscle car sat in the front.
It's an old Dodge Charger of some year variety, as well as umpteen Porsches. Something new going up in the middle of the roundabout. We've got Eibach, we've got Bilstein suspension over on the corner.
There's like Olin's and Yokohama and stuff at the top.
Yeah, and then this is the tyre centre, and so far they've been really good with us actually.
We got the tyres fitted, which we'll explain in a bit more detail in a few minutes, but we had to get fuel before we went out on track, so we stopped at the petrol station and found this awesome Aladdin's cave of model cars. We've literally just stopped in the petrol station, and in the back of the petrol station there is just a massive model shop with just models absolutely everywhere.
It's not like your cheap British gift shop in a petrol station. This is like model cars for €300. Yeah, there's lots.
It's mentally, it goes all the way back here. It's fucking crazy.
Why couldn't you have kept your 36? Then it would all be relevant.
yeah. So we've just got the woman to come and turn the lights on so we can see what we're doing. There's some really sick stuff. We found some Subarus at the back. All in, I think that's a Blob Eye, is it that one?
It is that one, yeah.
Yeah. There's not a lot of Japanese stuff, but there's some Liberty Walk GTRs here. Some cool stuff nonetheless.
There's
a lot of
some
rally.
Italian stuff. Yeah, this is very much a rally section here.
Yeah.
Yeah, very limited Japanese.
It's a Volvo. Is that Volvo? No, it might be an Alfa. No, it's an Alfa. Sorry. I think the Capris were really popular in German touring car, weren't they?
Yeah.
If we hadn't just spent £550 on tyres.
Yeah, we don't really need to spend £300 on
Yeah.
model cars. To be honest, it's probably a good thing that there's no 86s, because I've been, particularly a 118 scale GT86 model, I've been looking for ages, and for some reason they're just the rare as hen's teeth.
Yeah,
You can get
even
them-
the Hot Wheels, they don't make
Yeah.
very many GTA6s.
Yeah.
It's
I was looking online, and there's only 2 brands that I can find that make a 118 model,
yeah,
like £250 each.
yeah.
So it's probably just as well I can't find any here, because I'll probably end up buying it all I could have.
It's overwhelming how much stuff is in here. Really,
Yeah.
it's hard to like pick something out.
Is definitely very, very German orientated.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of Mercedes.
It's bound to be
lots.
though, isn't it? That's what
Yeah.
they'll see here all the time. So that's what people gravitate towards, isn't it? Oh, that's very cool. The 190E Mercedes.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, look at these bonnets off with all the engine detail and everything inside.
Oh, that's why they're €250.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's fair enough, really.
You can imagine making all of that
Yeah,
inside there. There's
God.
so much detail in it.
Opel Manta. Didn't see that before.
Yeah.
Opel GT.
We should probably just come back here later and go and get to the track now, because while it's open.
Yeah, because otherwise we'll be until the
Yeah. Yeah, we'll maybe revisit at some point. But let's
Yeah, we'll do our shopping later on. Let's go and try
get
and go
some track.
fast.
Yeah. So yeah, we're going to go hotel, drop the wheels off, drop the old tyres off,
yeah.
and then head back up to the track and get some track time in, and hopefully it'll wake us up a little bit, because at the moment we're both
For some
absolutely
reason.
goosed.
Good night's sleep. It was a good night's sleep last night. It was about midnight till 8, half 8. So,
Yeah.
but I think it's just the catching up, because neither of us have
I,
slept
th- I
properly
think
for
as
about a
well
month.
today we've just had like such a massive adrenaline crash, because yesterday we were just like so pumped
Yeah.
and hyped, and then like this morning we've just woken up and been a bit like, ugh.
I think if any of you are planning on doing a Nurburgring trip, you pace yourself is
Yeah.
a really good
Yeah,
bit of advice.
It's definitely much better if you can come for a longer period of time, but because of
Yeah.
our work we've had to kind of cram it into 5 days, so
including travel.
including travel.
So-
Yeah.
But we're getting three full days of good track time,
Yeah.
potentially.
Yeah.
And
it
with
beats-
the GP circuit tomorrow, so that'll
Yeah,
be really good.
yeah, and it beats not coming at all.
Beats not coming.
We'll catch up with you when we get to the track, and we've got new tyres on, so we're just going to go for a quick drive, scrub off the tyres a little bit, and then we'll get onto track.
We're gonna try
So, who says fast estate cars aren't fucking cool? We can literally fit a full set of wheels in the back without putting the back seats down. How sick is that? So we got the new tyres fitted. They're Kumo V700s. Yeah, we've got new tyres fitted. It was a choice between them and the Nankang AR1s, but they were a little bit over budget, the AR1s, weren't we?
They were like €100 more.
Yeah, which we didn't want to eat into all of our spending money. So
The issue with the tyres was
there's a lot of
cracking. Yeah, this one's actually not as bad. Oh, it's, there's a bit there. So
But like they didn't want to balance them, which is understandable, because if they blow out when we're doing 140 or whatever, it's
Yeah,
like it's going to be
not worth it.
no. So what the plan is we'll probably keep these just for messing around on Three Sisters, because if we have a blowout on Three Sisters, it's not going to be.
it's a lot less stress on them as well.
Yeah.
Still be able to get some good temperature in them and have a bit of a mess around, but it's not going to be as consequential
Yeah.
if you stack it.
Yeah.
I've just noticed there's a little bit of a
Oh yeah, there is a
Ridge on
lot
that
of camber wear, isn't there? Yeah.
again.
Anyway.
It's me, Three Sisters.
Yeah.
They should be cocking around tyres.
Yeah, yeah, sweet. So we're all sorted. We're gonna go up to the track. I think Yard Speed, the YouTube channel, is up there in his FN2, so we'll maybe catch up with him and talk to him while we're up there as well. It's his first time here and he's never been before, so yeah, let's go and get some adrenaline in us, because I feel like I've had a massive adrenaline crash.
So, these new tyres probably won't perform as brilliantly as these, purely because they're road legal track tyres. So they've
And
got a bit more grip.
in the words of the tyre fitter,
The car's up. For competition use, those words, "You are in jail," was the quote of what he said to us. He said it very nicely and cheerily.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, you're in jail." We'll get them changed.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the German standards are a lot more strict. When you get caught, there's that one police car that we've seen, which was
Well,
as
so,
you saw,
yeah.
right in the car park.
Yeah.
But they were coming to check out somebody's door that got dinged.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
kinda
That
nice.
would never happen in the UK.
No.
When it's, sorry to bother you, my door's been dinged. Yeah, what do you want us to do about this?
Alright, I found the person who's going to do it. I've shot him. I will be there in 5.
Cool. Right, we'll ditch these tyres and then we're going to head up to the track. But it's still got a lot.
See, we've had a bit of a heat issue with the car. We did thankfully have a recommendation from the chap we bought the Tarmac Rally tyres from, in that if you ramp the heating right up and open the windows so you don't cook, then that will actually pull enough heat away from the engine to help cool it back down again. We gave that a try and thankfully it worked, so we were actually able to finish that lap at full pace.
know whether we might be better off waiting until the temperature drops a little bit before we go back out again.
Yeah.
I think it's maybe just a bit too warm for the cooling system at the moment. So I've just done my yeah, got a little stand. So I've just done my first lap of the day. We had a few issues. It's extremely hot today.
I'll pause you there. Skyline.
Oh yeah. It's the first skyline we've seen actually.
Strict.
Sweet.
What were you saying?
So yeah, I've just done my first lap and it overheated a little bit of the way round. Not horrendously. It just went like 3/4 of the way up, but it's really hot today compared to yesterday.
Yeah,
so,
there's a lot of cars milling around at the moment because the track has closed a bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically I'm just waiting for the track to reopen. I'll probably give it a few minutes after that because there'll be a massive influx of everyone wanting back on.
Yeah.
Give it a little bit of time after that and then go for my first lap of the day.
Yeah. It was definitely a lot busier today on the track. There was a lot more stuff passing us, like higher powered stuff. But it was. So we got the new tyres on. We got rid of the tarmac tyres that we had on, and we're on some tyres.
Yeah.
Kumo V700s.
Yeah.
And they're really good, but obviously we're going from a full race tyre to a semi-slick. It's kind of we've lost a little bit of grip, but not too bad. They are very good.
Still very sendable.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm hoping that it's going to cool down a little bit just to take a bit of stress off the engine.
Yes.
And we did whack the internal heaters up full blast, and that did seem to bring the temperature back down. So hopefully we'll be all right. Didn't seem to heat back up once we got it off the track or anything.
It cooled down very quickly as well once that heater was
yeah.
up. So I think it was just that threshold to get it, pull the heat away from the engine.
Yeah. So fingers crossed we don't have any issues, but yeah, it's just a waiting game now to see if we can get back on.
Hopefully join you on my first lap of the day.
Yeah.
Decided just to go for it with the first lap, so there'll be a lot of passing me, probably maybe passing a couple of things, but we'll just see how we go.
Careful, it might be a crash.
Yeah.
I think it's alright. You what, sorry?
The heat stayed good.
Yeah, I kept an eye on it. Yeah, I think the heater's full blast definitely helps, doesn't it? We should probably do a cool down run.
Absolutely, yeah.
That was wicked though, you did good.
Yeah, you can feel, the tyres do have more give, but you can feel it a lot.
Yeah, like it's quite progressive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was definitely slower, but I was constantly on my mirrors because I knew there was a load of corners.
Yeah. A much more successful second. Your session was much more successful. We didn't overheat at all, and you were driving hard, so we whacked the heaters up. The temperature has dropped. It's definitely got a little bit more cloudy. So
I think that has definitely worked in favour mechanically, though.
Yeah. Apparently the standard Subaru cooling system doesn't take much of a hammering. So a lot of people on the forums and the guy that I went to buy the tyres off said whack the heaters up for.
Good advice.
And
advice.
It worked wonders. So
because it was maybe 3/4 of the way to the top when you ramped them up, and like 30 seconds it dropped.
Yeah. So if you ever overheat in your Subaru, whack your heaters up. And much better. Like you said, there's not quite as much grip as we had before, but
progressive.
Still really progressive. Like it doesn't snap or anything. It's very, there's still a lot of grip there. So
whether that's partly because of the 4-wheel drive helping it out or not, but
I would imagine
there was a couple of corners where I admittedly possibly went in a bit too hot, but I was okay. There was a little bit of sliding. Caught it. A little bit of lift off sets more of an angle with the Subarus, which is really cool. And you can feel it really well. So managed not to die again.
We're just gonna chill out for a little bit before we go back on. We've just bought another lap each, so we're just gonna have a wander about and see what we can see.
We think after those 2 laps we might call it a day on the Nordschleife. A bit time wise, but also I think we're a little bit fried. I think just tempting fate a bit too much might not be the wisest idea. We'll have a wander around and we'll see what we can find for you. Very, very Larry Porsche. This is a M3, I think. It is, yeah. It's a proper M3.
Yeah, it looks like it. You don't see them very often. That's.
I can imagine it's quite difficult to get parts for them these days.
Yeah, it's very nice. There's a GTR down here that we want to go and have a look at. There's like some really serious cool cars here, but you kind of get like there's so many BMWs that you kind of just like phase them out.
You look for the quirkier stuff. You're walking past Porsche 911 GT3s and the Cayman GT4s, and they're throwaway here, it seems.
Yeah. Oh, there's a compact there though. I do like a compact. But yeah, you've got a GTR. It's very nice. Sounds insane, that GTR as well. It was so loud.
Yeah, it pulls past the petrol station.
Yeah, there's usually some like, I don't know what it is, but a lot of the cool old cars parked down this end.
Yeah.
So
I am a fan of Lotuses, so that little red one does fit on Team Dynamics.
Team Dynamics as well, very fitting.
I got those wheels, man. Not bothered about Puma.
Everybody loves those Pumas.
I have no idea why.
Yeah.
Maybe they are very good to drive, I just don't see the feel visually.
The Mark II Golfs seem a very popular,
They do.
like full-on race car choice, don't they?
Yeah. Must be quite a nice little lightweight chassis.
I did like my old Mark II, it was good.
I always quite fancied one when I was younger, but they just became a bit too expensive for a 17-year-old.
There's a really cool Mark I Golf in the Jägermeister livery down here, and
That is a very popular colour scheme.
Yeah,
here,
the orange Jägermeister.
There's a really cool E30 BMW that's been down and around the town.
Yeah, I think that was down here before as well. There's a Golf in some Golf livery.
Yeah.
That's cool. These are super, like, from my era, from when I had my Golf, these like blue coloured lights were all the rage back then.
It's very well set up, isn't it?
Yeah.
But attention to detail is really good on this. He's carried his colour scheme through the inside as well.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I like that. I might take a leaf from that book.
Yeah, it's a nice. It says got diesel on the grill.
Maybe originally. Maybe it's
Either he's just Or he's just broke his grill and that's the only way to get that.
Very cool.
Maybe. This might be one of my favourite cars here, that is badass. Hi.
Very cool.
What engine have you got? What engine have you got in it?
It's an 8-volt.
8 valves.
Yeah.
Oh, what? That's badass. It's a carbon fibre boot.
What's that?
The boot's carbon fibre.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I couldn't hear you very well.
Dashing it. I wasn't expecting it to have a 2-litre 8 valve in it. That's
a proper job.
yeah. It's a weird engine choice, but if it works, it works.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose if you don't, I mean, it looks very, very lightweight. You probably don't need a lot of power in it to make it go quick.
Yeah, they're a lot more torquey, the 8 valves than the 16 valves, so maybe that's why he's gone for it. But
Yeah.
yeah, sweet.
Final prelude.
It is, yeah. Best car here. I would very much like one of these at one point.
Get it in red?
No, probably not in red. I think it'd have to be in the dark grey, the graphite grey.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's very DTM when you've got they had a body kit on the
Evo,
version.
yeah, the Evo too.
You'd have to pay a lot of money to get that kit, wouldn't you?
I don't know about now, but back in the day when I wanted one, I wanted one as like my second car, and the kits weren't that expensive back then. But I don't know what they'll be like now because there'll be less of them about.
Yeah.
But,
I said if they just made out of like the FRP, they might just be mold blown, and they might be cheap enough.
yeah. Skyline again. It's just like M3s for days, just everywhere. You can see why though, they are fast as hell.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's not really a lot of fight you can put up against
Yeah.
them. And if you put them on BBS splits, they're pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Just in my hand, it'll go somewhere.
So yesterday we made the mistake of we bought 2 cards.
Yeah.
And
So that I could have a souvenir card as well.
yeah, and then Dunk picked up the one that we'd already used, and we got to the gate and it didn't work, and then we couldn't find the other one.
It was entirely my own dumbass fault.
So we looked like proper British tourists.
Had to sheepishly turn around at the gate. I like that. Is that Sleeker?
No, it's a Toyota Paseo.
I've never even heard of that.
No,
so
it's
I'll trust you.
yeah, it's they did sell them in the UK. I think they didn't have anything special in them though. I think they were only a 1.3 or something.
Yeah. You've got quite a lot of straight roads immediately outside the track, so you've got a lot of cool down area if you need to.
Yeah.
Which we do.
Yeah, it's definitely worth when you come off the track, just like driving down the road a bit and cooling off, because
it's maybe first 86 I've seen properly.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Sorry, we were saying.
Yeah, definitely worth cooling off.
It's what, about half a mile long?
Yeah, but it's just very heavy on your brakes, isn't it? It's nice to get some air in there. We apologise for the wind noise in the videos, but because we've got the heaters on full whack, we have to have the back windows down.
Yeah, it is completely necessary. Otherwise, we'd just be sweaty messes. Okay, second session of the day. Do it.
Things are so quick. would have thought that'd be very slow, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
It just came up so fast, I was like, what? Mental thing is just a 3-cylinder turbo engine.
Yeah.
Like.
Absolutely crazy. That was actually his last lap of the day done, and his last lap of the trip, as we were going to be focusing on the GP circuit tomorrow. So I had 1 lap left. I got ready to go out for it, but quite early on in the lap there was an incident. A car had gone into one of the barriers and we passed that on a yellow flag, and it brought home quite how easily it can go wrong for you. It doesn't matter how many hours you put in on a sim rig or how often you do the track, sometimes it just happens. So being my last lap of the trip, it put a bit more nerves into me about not messing it up just as we were about to finish up. So not seeing anything. Oh no. Must have just had a lock up.
Yeah, gone in too hot, hasn't it?
some really nice lines at some points. Yeah, like clipped in perfect.
I feel like my positioning is getting a lot better every time.
Yeah.
So that was all of our Nordschleife laps done for the trip. What a place.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing track. I can't wait to go back and do more. It's not the end. We have more track time on the GP circuit coming in the next episode.
Which is sick.
Completely, absolutely, completely mental. Absolutely mental.
Yeah.
But you will see that in the next episode. So to wrap up the day, we just went for dinner. We went to the Piston Klaus, as recommended by Josh.
Yeah, just unfortunately it was just too busy to film. It was absolutely rammed full, and we could see why, because the food was amazing. Yeah. We finished the trip with a very traditional German dinner.
Oh yeah, we had our strudels for dessert and
Wiener Schnitzel for
Wiener Schnitzel,
our main, with a big old pint of
Bitburger,
which was awesome. It just
I've
tastes.
finished my crate.
It tastes so much better there than it does.
It's
Yeah.
amazing.
So yeah, Piston Class was awesome. Would definitely recommend going there. Unfortunately, we actually sat outside because it was so busy. It was still really cool, but inside is meant to be mega. But it was too busy for us.
We'll just have to go there next time.
We will have to go there next time.
It was one of the best things about sitting outside was all the cars though, because you've got the little car park just next to you, which was just full of supercars, Porsches, Lotuses, a Subaru.
Yeah.
And then they were just constantly milling around. You're having your dinner and you've got all kinds of things like McLarens driving past you. And
it's very Forza Horizon like, isn't it?
Oh yeah, completely. It's like you've just landed in the video game.
Yeah.
It's surreal. You just think this can't possibly be a real place, but it is. You're there.
Yeah.
So that was probably the best dinner we had.
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, and there was a guy there kicking off about his meal.
Yeah.
And he was just such a knob.
So the waiter he was having a go at was a really lovely guy. So we gave him a tip at the end.
Yeah, we gave.
Made sure we told him that he was actually doing a good job. So I hope you see this. You did a great job.
Yeah. And then if the other guy's watching, you're a dick.
So that is it for tonight's episode. We really hope you've enjoyed it again. Don't forget to head back and watch episode 1 and 2 if you haven't already.
Yeah, we'll stick them up on the screen here.
Yep. And then also, again, check in day after tomorrow for the 4th episode.
Which is a really good one. So make sure you tune back in for that.
I changed my pants twice.
But yeah, we'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.